trying to pass it up to Dowling, and there's the pass to Dowling. Dowling going to take a shot. Audrey Keeter across to Keyser. Keyser shot in and goal!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the final day of the 2018 Copa Libertadores. We're coming to you live from Polideportivo Las Piedras here in Uruguay for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson. Our first match of the day, Maquinas Guerreras versus Rio de Janeiro Power Soccer Club. The winner of the match will go to the semifinals. The loser will not. So lots at stake here. We are about to get underway. It looks like Maquinas Guerreras is going to start the match. Looks like we're having Emiliano Lopez Cicero was having a little bit of an issue with something regarding his equipment, but he's back out on the floor now, and we are ready to go. Fernandez over to Lelis. That ball behind him. Santino Ambrosia taking the kick. And Lopez Cicero couldn't catch up to it. So goal kick coming up for Rio. Good passing there. Nice pass by Lucas Fernandez, but Bernardo Borges could not catch up to it, so kicking coming up for Maquinas Guerreras. Jorge now on a break down the floor, attacking the Rio goal area, and Bernardo Borges keeps the ball in play, and he takes it away and heads back down the floor. Bernardo Borges now driving towards the Maquinas Guerreras goal area. The kick out, not the right angle that he needed to get it over to Lucas. So the kick in coming up for Maquinas Guerreras again. Jorge almost got behind Fernandez, and now Lucas Fernandez again the winner of this match going to the semifinals. Lucas Fernandez, strong pass across and a shot by Bernardo. Now Augustin Jorge sends the ball down the floor. This ball is going to be on goal, so Viciu has to make a play on it. Ombreja all the way across. Jorge with a shot. Augustin Jorge opens the scoring. Perfect shot by Augustin Jorge. And you see he sits very wide, and then he comes in and attacks the ball, scores a goal. It's 1-0 Maquinas Guerreras. Fernandez sends that ball out of play, pushing Maquinas Guerreras deep into their own defensive side. Nice job by Bernardo Borges, but good strip by Ombreja, but he couldn't keep it in place, so a kick in coming up for Rio. And that ball intended for Rafael Lelis, but he couldn't get there. Almost a good give and go. The right idea, just not quite there with the execution. The referee calls a 2-on-1 violation, so an indirect free kick coming up for Rio de Janeiro. That ball right into Santino Ombreja. Lopez Cicero. Jorge. Viciu, he could have let that ball roll out. I don't know if Jorge would have gotten there in time, but because he handled the ball and rolled it out, Maquinas Guerreras with an opportunity to double their lead. Jorge with a shot and a save by Lucas Fernandez. Corner kick coming up. Ombreja, short kick, soft kick. And now clearance by Fernandez, and that ball, a kick in coming up for Rio. That ball quickly across. And I think Rafael Lelis had space at the far post, or excuse me, at his near post. Now there's a pass across. Lelis almost a 2-on-1 violation. Bernardo back over to Lucas Fernandez, who kicks it out off of Maquinas Guerrera's defender. Things starting to pick up here a little bit. Lucas looking to go across to Lelis. Lelis sitting really deep, and now he comes up more towards the top of the area. That ball, oh, and almost a goal. A nice save there by Olmedo. That ball ricocheting off the post. Let's see if we can get a quick replay of that. That was almost a goal. Bernardo Borges almost put it in. You can't really see from our replay angle, but that ball was dangerously close to going over the line. Now back to live action. And it looks like we are going to get our first substitution of the match. Pedro Grosso coming in for Rafael Lelis. Grosso off of Jorge. That ball popping up a little too high in the air, so we will have a set ball. That ball coming into the area. Fernandez passes over to Borges. Bernardo Borges now with the ball. He has it stripped away. That ball comes out to Fernandez. Fernandez almost split the Maquinas Guerrera's defenders, but he almost split them because they were too close together. That's a 2-on-1 violation. Grosso sitting at the far post, and now Bernardo Borges just a little too anxious to get that play going. That time, their plans thwarted by Lopez Cicero. Ombreja sends it through. Grosso now takes the pass from Fernandez. And Lopez Cicero making a break. Lopez Cicero with a pass that goes behind Jorge. And the referee really needs to be careful. Jorge slamming into Daniel Vicio, but the referee almost got hit by Jorge as he was winding up for a spin kick. Jorge. No support behind him, Fernandez, but Grosso's there. Fernandez was looking for that pass a little bit earlier. Ombreja into the Rio defense. Borges keeps the ball in play. Good job saving a corner kick opportunity for Maquinas Guerreras. And because of his efforts now, Rio with a kick in. We're in the 15th minute, and Maquinas Guerreras holding on to a 1-0 lead, but Rio certainly not without their opportunities. Ombreja. Another goal kick coming up. Ombreja across, it's cut off. Fernandez on the counterattack. Lopez Cicero, nice turn. Good job by Lucas Fernandez to regain possession. Now that ball is just sitting there at the moment. Ombreja not wanting to do anything with it. Now, Borges could try to knock it off of Ombreja and get either a kick in or a corner kick. And now a kick in coming up for Rio. Fernandez, that ball makes it through. That's close to a 2-on-1 though. Bernardo had to get out of there. Lucas. Blocked off by Ombreja. There's a crossing pass. Bernardo passes it back across. Not a lot of pace on it. And now Lucas recollects his shot that was blocked. Now that's close to a 2-on-1 violation. The play goes on. Lucas deflected by Ombreja. Ombreja playing really tight defense on Lucas. Good give and go. Lopez Cicero last to touch that. Added time here in the first half. Rio de Janeiro with the majority of the possession recently. Oh, and that ball almost gets behind Ombreja. And now there's Pedro Grosso with a shot. And no goal. That ball got behind Ombreja, and Grosso was there, but he pushed way too hard. And even despite that push, great defense by Valentin Olmedo, keeping that ball from going over the line. Referee signaling 2 minutes of added time. Nice play there by Borges. Borges trying to get behind Olmedo, couldn't do it. Ball out of play. Referee is going to call for a set ball. And the contact from Bernardo Borges is knocked Valentin Olmedo out of place. So while we have a moment, I want to thank everybody once again for joining us on this final day of the 2018 Copa Libertadores. If you're watching, please go to youtube.com, search for Power Soccer Shop, and click subscribe. You'll be able to watch a simulcast of this live stream, as well as other videos related to Power Soccer Shop and the sport of Power Soccer. So go to youtube.com, search Power Soccer Shop, and click subscribe. Contact by Augustin Orge gives Rio a free kick. Fernandez goes all the way across, but right into Orge. Fernandez is there to stop it. Fernandez with a kick. There's the halftime whistle. Maquinas Guerreras lead 1-0. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll come back with the second half. It's the 2018 Copa Libertadores. Now a false start to begin the second half. Lucas Fernandez for Rio de Janeiro. Just a little too anxious to get started. And you can see with the way that they're set up, they're looking for a 180 spin kick from Bernardo Borges. And the referee asking Maquinas Guerreras to sit back 5 meters. I think they're all back pretty far. And a little bit more passing to open up the second half from Rio. But Santino Ombreja reads that well. Ombreja holds onto the ball. He doesn't really want to clear it with any pace or power. You don't want to create a pass for Rio. That ball stays in play. That ball pushed out. And there's a shot saved by Maquinas Guerreras defenders. And a corner kick to start the second half. Lots of space between Ombreja and Olmedo. Let's see if Fernandez goes for it. He does not. Bernardo Borges shot saved. And Jorge sends the ball down the floor, but he can't keep it in play. That means it's going to be a kick-in for Rio de Janeiro. Kick-in coming up for Rio. Fernandez winding up for a long shot down the floor. Lelis backed up too far. Good pass across the floor. That's close to a 2-on-1, and the referee is going to call it. That ball to Bernardo off the back of his chair, and now he collects it. Lopez Cicero set to take the kick. Ombreja. Jorge. Scoring chance coming up for Maquinas Guerreras. Ombreja all the way across. Jorge with a shot. Save. And a good clearance by Fernandez. Lucas Fernandez. That ball out of play. Kick in coming up now for Rio. Lelis sitting at the far post, waiting for service from Fernandez. Fernandez all the way across. Lelis, he's there, but he couldn't quite get the right angle on the ball. Bernardo now with the ball. He loses it. Santino Ombreja trying to go the other way with it. Ball still in play. And now it's out. It's going to be a kick in for Rio. I think Bernardo Borges should have held on to that ball. He didn't have anybody sitting in front of him. He could have taken that ball and gone down the floor with it. But now it comes back to him and he pushes it up the floor. Ombreja there. Fernandez, the pass over to Bernardo Borges. Nicely done. But 2-on-1 violation called on Maquinas Guerreras. And so an indirect free kick. About 3 meters outside the goal area. Lely sitting right at the post. There's a shot off of Lopez Cicero. There's a pass across. Borges going to collect it. Looking to pass back up to Fernandez. Fernandez. And there is a foul on Lucas Fernandez. Good defense by Lopez Cicero. He knew that that shot was coming, and he just put himself in a position to take the contact, cause a foul. Free kick now, Maquinas Guerreras. Lely's well read, but he couldn't control it. And it looks like Rio de Janeiro is going to make a substitution, and Pedro Grosso going into goal, and Daniel Vicio coming out on the attack, and Bernardo Borges on the bench. Something going on with his joystick, I'm not quite sure. Ombreja, Lopez Cicero, cut off by Fernandez. Jorge winds up for a shot. Austin Jorge with a goal. That ball came back to Jorge, and both Rio defenders misread that ball, and Austin Jorge puts Maquinas Guerreras up 2-0. And Lucas Fernandez, again, elects to go for a 180 spin kick on the kickoff, pushing back Maquinas Guerreras. Lelis now with a chance over to Vicio. Vicio off of Ombreja. Fernandez off of Ombreja. And that's going to be a kick in for Rio. That's going to be a foul on Lopez Cicero. Ombreja, Vicio with the ball. Ombreja almost got there in time. That's going to be foul on Jorge for impeding. Fernandez right into Ombreja. Contact foul once again on Jorge. Lopez Cicero. Nicely done by Fernandez. A 2-on-1 violation called on Maquinas Guerreras. And from the looks of it, from our vantage point over here, it looks like there was something wrong with Bernardo Borges' joystick. Something got knocked loose on there. I'm not quite sure exactly what the problem was, but that is why he is currently sitting on the Rio bench. Lelis, a 2-on-1 violation. Now for Maquinas Guerreras, the smarter play here would have been to have Olmedo in an active defending role and Ombreja sitting along the goal line in the post. That would have prevented the 2-on-1 violation, but an indirect free kick coming up for Rio de Janeiro. Lelis. It's very close to Vicio. He needs to be careful not to cause a 2-on-1 violation. And that ball bouncing around, ricocheting. That's a 2-on-1 violation. And I mentioned it a moment ago, Lelis and Vicio were way too close together. Lelis keeps the ball in play, nicely done. Lelis getting dragged the wrong way though, and a good turn there, Rafael Lelis. Lelis now trying to pass it back up to Fernandez. And we're gonna get a contact foul, free kick coming up for Maquinas Guerreras. Now, the goal area is only 5 meters, and so the Rio players can certainly move closer. Fernandez winding up for a shot. It goes over to Vicio. Kick in coming up for Rio. '35th minute. Rio de Janeiro scoreless. They trail 2-0. Can they get one back here? That ball is directly into the Maquinas Guerreras defense in a much better position for Rio to attack. Our next match coming up promises to be an absolute scintillating contest. Huracán de Carrasco versus Los Tigres de Pacheco. Two heated teams, a very intense rivalry. Should be a lot of fireworks. And there's a shot by Lelis. It goes out for a kick-in. Lots of space between Olmedo and Ombreja. Fernandez goes up and into Ombreja. Lopez Cicero chasing the ball, but he's not going to get to it in time, so it's going to roll out for a Rio kick-in. Rio de Janeiro really need to move with more urgency. They're, again, down by 2 and just over 4 minutes left to go in the match plus added time. Oh, and Visu touched the ball. That's a double touch, but the referee missed that. Ombreja, Lopez Cicero, the cross, Jorge with a shot, Lopez Cicero with a shot. It almost gets through the Rio defenders. Jorge trying to get that ball away from the Rio defenders. Jorge with a goal, or excuse me, that was Lopez Cicero. Pedro Grosso lost that battle. Lopez Cicero just turned his chair and threw that ball over the line, and you can see once Grosso gets that ball on the front of his guard, that battle was lost, and Lopez Cicero scores. It's now 3-0 Maquinas Guerreras over Rio de Janeiro. And that is going to just about do it for Rio. Lopez Cicero gets it past Fernandez, and now Jorge one-on-one with Pedro. Ball still in play. Kicking for Maquinas Guerreras. Santino Ombreja with the kick. That ball off of Visu. Fernandez goes across, but Lopez Cicero with the ball. Oh, and Lopez Cicero just lets it roll out. Ombreja. I think he sees that space between Pedro and the goalpost, but he missed his target. And now Ombreja going all the way across. Jorge and Lopez Cicero are going to get called for a foul, making contact with Lucas Fernandez. We've played 40 minutes just waiting for the official word on the amount of time added to the end. But regardless, barring an absolute miracle, Maquinas Guerreras is going to come away with the win. The referee has signaled 2 minutes. Lelis hits that one out of play once again. Let's see, another goal kick coming up. Fernandez with a shot. Olmedo with the save. And Ombreja just let that ball roll out. So kicking coming up for Rio de Janeiro. Ball hit out of play. And a nice play set up there by Rio de Janeiro, but unfortunately nothing came of it. And Maquinas Guerreras come away with a shutout victory. They win this one 3-0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Huracán de Carrasco and Los Tigres de Pacheco. That one promises to be intense, so please come back for that match. You're watching the 2018 Copa Libertadores. We'll be back in a few minutes.